Yo, bro. Keep running. Go. He just fall off.
A warning tonight about the deadly dangers of so-called subway surfing in New York City. Yesterday, an 11-year-old boy died trying to surf a subway car.
Yup, and this is why I believe sometimes we just gotta let natural selection take its course. Like, not everybody's gonna make it to adulthood, and I know that sounds crazy, but if you're brain damaged enough, you lack the critical thinking skills, you lack brain cells, and are retarded enough to hop on a moving train while it could be moving anywhere from 45 to 60 miles an hour, and you think it's fun, and you're out here recording with your phone, and you just so happen.
And 100% agree with bro. 100% agree with bro. And I know better than that, man. Like, I'm at that age of, like, don't take life for granted. You know what I'm saying? Just because you living now doesn't mean you're going to be living tomorrow. If you do something dumb tomorrow, you're not going to be here. Lately, I've been thinking, like, instead of buy a car, you want to have a scooter. You on a scooter, you know, mind your own business. Or you crash with someone else. Boom, you're in the hospital for 8 months. Or possibly worse, you could get killed from it. Or maybe you might be minding your own business, going to a restaurant, eating, purposely putting something in the food. It could be, you know, deadly. Just so many factors. Get food poisoning, get in a crash, you get in a fight, and somebody pulls out a weapon. There is so many ways. Like, that's at the point in my life right now. That's where I'm at right now. Like, anything could happen.
When to slip and fall, then I'm sorry, bro. That's your fault. Your time came and natural selection took its course. Pretty much one less idiot out the gene pool.
We hop on the 7 train.
Oh my god, like, look at this man's head, bro. Do you see what this man has done to himself? This dumbass was out here acting a fool, made an oopsie, slipped off and boinked his head, and now he came out with less brain cells than he actually came in with. Man's is permanently scarred, permanently disfigured. Every time he step outside looking like Frankenstein's better looking cousin, he just can't help but scaring the hoes away. This was self-inflicted. He did it to himself.
Oh, this is the 7. This is a train line that I've never surfed before. So I'm gonna take the chance to surf it right now. There's this little metal beam lined up at the entrance of the stop that was like in perfect
bro, look at this man's head. Like, good lord.
Original Hunchback of Notre Dame, Quasimodo.
Like, bro, why would you do that to yourself?
I was like, yo, Terrell, look at this shit is crazy. I hope you ain't doing no dumb like this. He was like, nah, hell no. I don't do no stupid like that.
Man, even his father tried to warn him, man.
And come to find out, like, he might have even been in that video.
No surfing or riding outside of trains under any circumstances. Social media is not worth your life. Ride inside, stay alive.
Can we get these guys and get out of here? Let's go.
Growing up younger, I didn't really get treated with like, any respect or like love. Just made me become who I am.
Wow. So because you felt unloved, unappreciated, and unwanted, that somehow led you to the path of becoming a subway surfer? You now want to gamble with your life by hopping on dirty ass NYC subway trains and riding them to the possibility of death? Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, man, we just gotta let natural selection take its course, because me even trying to rationalizing why these people are doing what they're doing is just pointless. It's a waste of time and energy. And to be quite frank, if all these dudes want to hop on trains and slip off and boink their heads to become the next hunchback of Notre Dame, then I'm here to say more power to them. We just gotta let natural selection take its course.
Much like the viral Kia Boy phenomenon, the rise of subway surfing can be directly traced to social media, where the pursuit of fleeting fame drives young men to risky extremes. But these brief moments of internet glory can come at a devastating cost.
You know, I love how we all love to blame social media for every little thing that these dumbass kids like to do out here in these streets. And I get it, that's a part of it, the chase for clout and views, even though a lot of the time they're not even getting paid for these views. They just want their eyeballs on their pages. Like, they're seeking validation from random people who don't care about them, who've never donated to them, who don't even care if they live or die, which is just crazy to me. But at some point, we gotta start blaming these parents, blaming the
just adrenaline. Maybe they just want adrenaline. Like you said, validation. Maybe they want to feel cool. You know, maybe it's all fun and games when, you know, you're running. Yo, bro. Keep running. Go. He just fall off. If I was like 8, 7, I might have done something like that out of fun and adrenaline and try to be cool. But now as I'm older, I'm not doing that. Oh, that's fun. I'm like, no. It may be fun in the moment, but in the long term, it ain't worth it. Not one penny.
culture, how they grew up, what they were exposed to, and also come to the realization that some people are just legit adrenaline junkies. Some people are attracted to danger. They're prone to violence. They like to gamble with their lives. And regardless of if social media was here or not, they would still be trying to find a way to get themselves out of the gene pool.
They said a kid died on the F train today.
That did just happen literally this morning. 10:15 this morning, some kid cut class, went on the F train, your 4th Ave 9th. There's a bridge, and when someone's inexperienced and they don't think about that shit, they'll do it, they don't think about that. And as a result, they can't get downtime. He probably hit the bridge and fell under, and that was it for him.
Yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. We gotta take into account the fact that a lot of these people, whether they're kids, teenagers, or even adults, are just generally low IQ and make the worst decisions on a daily basis. Like, them dying from subway surfing wasn't just like some weird ass random accident or anomaly that wasn't eventually gonna happen. Because if it wasn't subway surfing, it would have been free running or doing parkour, jumping from building to building and hopping off high ass ledges. If it wasn't that, they probably would have been riding in the middle of the street, doing wheelies and shit on fucking busted up ass bikes, trying to get an adrenaline rush. And if it wasn't that, it would have been scooters at high speed. And if it wasn't scooters, it would have been free soloing high ass skyscrapers. And if it wasn't that, it would have been this, and so on and so forth. Like, you get what I'm trying to say here. These people would have found a way to kill themselves in one way or another.
I would say it's very risky nowadays, especially with the abundance of social media and everyone doing it. Back when I was doing this stuff, it was not that bad.
To all the viewers back home, I would say this: no amount of likes or views or follows is ever worth you risking your life.
You don't say. Well, thanks, Tommy, for pointing the obvious out to the regular folks out here with an affinity for life, who don't want to die, who don't do dumb shit on a daily basis that could put their entire lives at jeopardy. I mean, I don't think that PSA is going to help the people you think it will.
You know, after I stopped this phase of my life, I started to slowly mature, and I put myself into school, completed some technical school stuff, and now I'm on my way trying to get employment, see a better future of myself.
And how old were you when you started?
I was 16, and I stopped when I was 18.
And what made you get out of the game?
So in December 2022, someone in our group, he fell under a train and passed away while I was on top of it.
Police say a 15-year-old was on the top of the southbound J train around 11:30 this morning when he fell and hit the electrified third rail. Teams from the MTA and the police responded, but it was too late.
So as we just heard from that guy, he was 16 when he started, 18 when he stopped. So 2-year span of when he was doing subway surfing with his own little personal group. And this tends to be the thing for street racing, parkour, free running groups, dirt bike, BMXing, motorcycle groups. Hell, even with mountain climbing and skydiving and even deep sea diving, like, these aren't really solo activities that people like to do by themselves. And you do get an adrenaline rush when you see other people doing the same activity as you. And sometimes those people may just end up saving your lives because they might be able to catch you if you fall or warn you if you're not doing something safely or safety precautions are not taken, etc., etc. But in this case, obviously, this particular kid, he was 15 at the time. Kid slipped off and not only boinked his head, but fell under the train. He was 15 at the time and ended up dying. Like, I'm sure it was very sad for the parents, friends, and family members. But at this point, I mean, it's just super hard to feel sorry for people after seeing countless accidents, incidents, people getting permanently disfigured, dying, getting hurt, getting pieces of their skull and chunks of their brain matter splattered out everywhere, and them knowing this stuff only for them to repeat the same mistakes. I just, at this point in my life, just have zero sympathy. I'm sorry. I mean, good Lord.
There was just one right here. What made you do that?
Adrenaline.
Yeah, like I said, adrenaline and fried brain cells.
You're the adrenaline shakes right now, huh?
A little.
Yeah? You're here with Crocs too, huh?
Yeah. Crocs, anything, doesn't matter to me.
I tell you something? This morning, a kid died doing this. You hear that?
I don't have a phone, I haven't been really updated.
What does that make you think?
It hurts to see like other people that I know die from doing this. Like, it's really stupid.
So he acknowledges that people died, that it's really stupid, and it hurts to see, but then this idiot proceeds to go back on the train and begins to subway surf. Yeah, you can't make this shit up.
Yeah, they don't care, or they just like, it's not gonna happen to me. It ain't gonna happen to me, right? It might happen to him. He just had a bad luck. No. It was probably multiple times. He probably thought the same thing, the other guy, or the other kid. And unfortunately, it's a wrong move, a wrong slip, the wrong balance, and whoop, gone. It's just, like I said, tragic, messed up, not funny to laugh about. It's not cool. They know the consequences and they just don't care or ignore the consequences, or they just tell themselves, it ain't gonna happen to me, right? He was just unlucky, or they were just unlucky. No, it's just a matter of time. You're doing that, it's just a matter of time when something like that happens. You know, obviously, you don't want that to happen to anybody, but you got the best precautions and this and that. It could be that one day you just push the edge, you know, because, you know, maybe you're doing it for a while and, you know, it's fun, but, like, you want to keep pushing the edge until just one. Boom. And if you're lucky, you get a second chance, you know, if you're real lucky.